This is the best time of the year, and I've been saying that to our guys, for a while now, because obviously we got a lot to play for here at the end of the season. It's an exciting time across the country. It's just a couple of the best weeks, in my opinion, of all year. Over here over the next few weeks. So we're excited to get back out there against Providence. Obviously, we have great familiarity with them. We played them a few weeks back. They're one of the hottest teams in the country. They're playing really well. Coach Cooley, as he always does a great job with his group, and he has his team playing their best ball at the end of the year. I think their team starts with Diallo. Diallo is he's a senior. He's been there for 4 years. He's been an all Big East performer. They rely on him to play make, rebound the ball. I think he's the leading rebounder, current rebounder in the Big East, like career rebounds. He's 6'6", 6'7", and I think we have similar teams, and we have a lot of versatility, a lot of athleticism, tough guys out there. LaWayne Pipkins is playing really, really, really well for them right now. He's been very hot, so we're going to have our hands full. We got to be able to meet the physicality on the glass. They're the #1 offensive rebounding team in our league. We have to block out, limit them to one shot, and we got to keep our defense tight on the other end, and then we got to be able to take care of the ball. Again, we've been very fortunate to win our last 2 road games with the amount of turnovers that we've had. We got to clean that up so we can get our defense set, so we can give ourselves an opportunity to score the ball a heck of a lot more if we're going to have any success.
Travis, you mentioned Pipkins. When he was here, I believe he missed 8 field goal attempts and finished with 6 points, but he's been averaging 20 points the last 4 games. How does he change the complexion of their team?
He was I remember when Coach Cooley got him to commit. He's a grad transfer from UMass. He was a big-time scorer at UMass. He changes their whole team. He does. We did a good job on him, I thought, in game 1. But, again, he's playing really well. He's playing with a lot of confidence right now. Coach Cooley's doing a great job putting him in good spots, and they're playing through him a lot. And he's making some big shots. So it's going to be a team effort. They fly him off a ton of screens, and whether it's off screens and ball screens. So we're going to have to do it as a team.
About that battle on the glass, they lead the league in offensive rebounds, but I think it's around 13. But
yeah.
You guys held them to 7 last game, and they only scored 5 second-chance points. So how important is it to be intentional in that regard and to really kind of keep them away from second-chance points? Yeah,
we've been pretty good on the glass since we went with our bigger lineup. I think it's kind of helped us form our identity on both the defensive end and on the glass. And again, we got to answer that bell. And, again, their best offense a lot of times is just throwing it up there on the rim and going to get it. And they got all those guys, whether it's Nate Watson, Khalif Young, Alpha Diallo, David Duke. They got multiple. They got a ton of guys to go to the glass. And if you can limit Providence to one shot and one shot only, that's a huge key to winning.
So it's kind of an interesting game in that they've beaten 5 ranked teams. You guys have won your last 4 road games. Because you're so similar, what do you see as the biggest difference in this game? What do you think? Where could it go one way or the other?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a possession game. The tougher team's going to win. That's what I told our guys going into Team 1. And I got a lot of respect for Coach Cooley and their program. And I think I said this going into Game 1. Their program's known, I think, around our league for toughness. That's what they're known as, and that's their identity. And we have to beat them on the glass, and we have to take care of the ball. It's going to be a possession game. It's going to be an all-out war, and we got it. In order to do that, we got to get more shot attempts than Providence, and you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure that out. We need to beat them on the glass. Got to take care of the ball. If we do those 2 things, we'll give ourselves a chance to win.
I've asked you this throughout the year, and I think now that we're in March, maybe the answer might change a little bit. And I know you've said other people in your program, other coaches on the staff, even Mario, are guys who pay attention to the bracketology stuff kind of thing. Now that we're in March and you only have 2 regular season games left, how aware are you of what you think this team has to accomplish to make sure you get to where you want to go?
Yeah, again, I let those guys deal with all that stuff. Like I'm laser focused. I could care less. I know, again, I just care about Xavier and what we do against Providence. And we got a great opportunity to go get a road win, a road kill, another Tier 1 opportunity. We get to write our own story. I do know that. We've put ourselves, at least in my opinion, in the conversation to be an NCAA tournament at-large team. and we just got to take care of business. And like I said, we got a great opportunity here on Wednesday. So, because I think what happens so many times is guys get their mind clouded, right? And their players can get their mind easily clouded here at the end of the year. Hey, this team's got to do all. None of it matters. If we take care of our own business on Wednesday night, give ourselves an opportunity to get a big road win, that's what we can control.
Let me take one more swing then.
I like the persistence.
Yeah, you're at 19 wins,
Yeah.
and what might be right there with the Big Ten is one of the best conferences in the country. If you get to 20 wins, if you're a 20-win team playing in the Big East, don't you think that's enough?
I mean, God, you'd think so. I mean, again, our league is a monster. Big Ten, I know, is a monster as well. You know, every game's hard, and our strength of schedule, I think that shows. I mean, we got a very strong strength of schedule. But we got to finish the race. You know, I don't want to ever leave it up to. I don't want to make it murky, right? I don't want it to be 50-50. I want to be all the way in, and do that. We got to take care of business here in the last week. It starts at Providence.
You've said a few times now that you call this the best time of the year. Obviously, you're excited about it. Did you kind of relay that message to the guys to kind of kick it up a notch, that it is March, it is time to crank it up maybe one more level? Yeah, absolutely. You know, and we're smart at how we practice at this time of the year. You know, like we try to keep practice very tight. Understand we had practice number 90 today, and it's a marathon. You know, so we try to be really smart on how much we do and how much we shoot around and stuff like that. Like, we want to be smart, but it's the best time. And this is what each one of our guys came here for this. They did have an opportunity to be in the NCAA tournament. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. Those will be experiences and memories that they'll have with them for the rest of their lives. And that's what our program is built around. It's what we wake up in the mornings in the summers when it's July and we're up at 6 a.m. This is what we're working towards. And in order to do that, we got to finish the race. You know, so many times in life, people don't finish. They'll start things and they don't finish. We have to finish this race as Team 98 and finish it the right way. Thanks, Drew. Yep, thank you.